Hello, good morning. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, Joe.
Yes, you are. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, classmates and Sir George. So I would go faster in the interest of time. So the next domain is about the local area network. So as my colleague Tiago said earlier, security is a business problem. So I'll start with discussing the business drivers. So why do we need LAN protection? Number one is we need to allow access only to legitimate user and endpoints. So as we know, LAN is the access to the kingdom, as you, if you will, to our treasures in our retail industry. So, for example, a breach in the LAN would cause a very devastating effects. So, for example, here I will give you an example of a target attack where their network was infiltrated through a HVAC contractor. So by that, all the private information was revealed and stolen by the attackers. And also a second example is the Home Depot, where the attackers implanted a malware into the network and checkout systems. And therefore, they were able to gain information about the credit card information. And also, the second business driver is we need to comply with the regulators like the PCI DSS, particularly the network segmentation. So it says that we need to segment our network so that we can provide the proper protection for the cardholder data. And also, we know about the PEDA regarding the privacy. We need to ensure that we protect all the privacy data in our local LAN. And of course, we need to protect the critical business system, as I mentioned, the account numbers and private information. And I added this one. I believe visibility and control is important because we know that you cannot protect what you cannot see. So we need to ensure that we have this LAN protection in place so that we can protect and see what we have in our network. And in the diagram at the right, you will see that we have the LAN access and the data center. So I did this because I want to emphasize that the LAN is composed of two access, in my opinion. One is for the users to access the local area network, and also the LAN for the data center, which we have all the servers and business systems installed. So we need to protect these two components. Next slides, please, Mr. Tiago. So what I propose to our board, to our management, is that we adopt and implement network access control. If we go by the standards, that would be the 802.1x or the extensible authentication protocol. Why do I propose this? Simply because this helps us to, number one, at the right of the slide, you can see the diagram. This will give us visibility onto who, when, where, how, what, the health, the threats, and the CVSS of those endpoints connecting to our network. This is important. As I mentioned earlier, we need to have visibility and control. And we use technology. An example is a Cisco ICE. And we can implement this for all endpoints, where they're connecting via the wired network, through our corporate LAN, through the wireless network, through our wireless infrastructure, may they be contractors, guests, or employees, and of course, through the network via the VPN connection from the internet. And as I mentioned, we need to do segmentation. And this technology, this proposal will help us to segment our business systems. For example, on the right picture of the slide, you can see finance and accounting system, customer records, ERP system. So we have to make sure that only the appropriate users who are authenticated and authorized can access these systems. Next slide, please. Thank you. I pass you back to Tiago.
Thank you, George. As I mentioned before,